When it comes to surviving and thriving in the wild, being the biggest fish in the metaphorical pond definitely has its perks. But let's face it, sometimes being the biggest is the secret weapon you didn't even know you needed. While the animal kingdom is full of creatures with cool survival tricks, speed, camouflage, and even the power of persuasion, there are a few big bad boys that just rely on their sheer size to rule the roost. From gigantic ocean rays to snakes that could probably swallow your dreams, size matters more than you think in the wild. So buckle up, because we're about to take a look at 15 abnormally large animals that actually exist. Number 15. Giant oceanic manta ray. What's the first animal that comes to mind when you think monster of the sea? Probably sharks, right? Well, guess again. Meet the giant oceanic manta ray. This majestic creature could easily star in its own underwater superhero movie if it wasn't too busy gliding silently through the ocean like the true boss it is. Stretching out a mind-blowing 22 feet from wingtip to wingtip and weighing over 2,000 pounds, these guys are like the Harrier jets of the deep. But don't be fooled by their size. They're gentle giants, floating through the tropical Indo-Pacific waters like a giant, peaceful kite. Unfortunately, these impressive creatures are also hunted due to the misguided belief that their bodies have magical healing properties. For example, back in 2015, one fisherman in northern Peru reeled in a manta ray weighing an insane 2,000 pounds. Sadly, it was caught in a fishing net, highlighting the urgent need for better conservation efforts. Imagine losing such a graceful and powerful creature over a bizarre health trend. Heartbreaking. But don't worry. Conservationists are doing their best to ensure these giants keep gliding through our oceans. Number 14. Huge python caught in forest fire. Let's talk about a creature that gives slithering menace a whole new meaning. The giant python. Found in the jungles of Indonesia, these 30-foot-long snakes are big enough to make even Indiana Jones break into a cold sweat. But there's a twist. The discovery of these monstrous serpents came from a rather tragic event, a series of wildfires in 2019 that ravaged the land. In the aftermath, locals found huge charred pythons caught in the blaze, and initially, some mistook them for anacondas, because who wouldn't? Turns out these were just massive pythons that were living life large, until the fire made things, well, a bit too toasty for their liking. We still don't know if these were the biggest pythons lurking around Indonesia, but let's just say, if there's a snake that could fit a person for dinner, it's definitely this one. Still, there's hope. Conservation efforts are being made to protect these incredible animals, and who knows? Maybe bigger pythons are out there, lurking in the jungle, waiting for their moment to shine and eat. Number 13. Chamroan, the house python. All right, now that we've covered a tragic snake incident, let's lighten the sad mood with a super heartwarming story. Meet Chamroan, a Burmese python who somehow found the unlikeliest of friends, a toddler. Back in 2000, a family from Cambodia discovered that a small snake had slithered into their baby's crib and was chilling under his pillow. Naturally, the family freaked out. Except for one tiny detail, the snake wasn't venomous, and over time, it became the baby's pet. What followed was 12 years of a bond that was stronger than most human friendships. The python ate 5 chickens a week, which is a lot of cluck for one snake. But the real kicker? Chamroan, despite being one of the biggest pythons on the planet, was a chill pet. That is, until it got a bit too feisty for its own good and bit the toddler. Sorry kids, that's when it was time for Chamroan to go to the zoo. But hey, not all friendships are forever, right? Number 12. Lurch the Watusi bull. Imagine a bull so big that it's practically a living sculpture on 4 legs. That's Lurch, the Watusi bull without horns so big they could be used as satellite dishes. This breed, native to Africa, is known for its massive horns, and Lurch took that to a whole new level in 2003 when he earned the Guinness World Record for the largest horns ever recorded. The Watusi breed is rare, but Lurch became a legend. His horns spanned an impressive 10 feet. Talk about a heavy head. But here's the kicker. Despite his massive size, Lurch wasn't a bull trying to start fights. He was more of a celebrity than a farm animal. He was so beloved that when he passed away in 2010, his owners had a full-sized taxidermy replica made of him to preserve his giant glory. But despite its supersized horns, we feel a little sorry for this dude. We mean, how could he ever scratch that itch on his head? It's a struggle we couldn't imagine, but it's nature. We can't do anything. Number 11. Giant armadillo. Now let's talk about an animal that looks like a real-life Pokemon, the giant armadillo. When you think of armadillos, you probably picture those little guys scurrying across the road. But hold up, there's one species that's anything but tiny. The giant armadillo is a beast, growing up to 4 feet long. That's a lot of armor to carry around. Native to the forests of South America, these armored mammals use their powerful claws to dig deep into the ground, where they live in burrows to escape predators. Despite their tough exterior, giant armadillos are pretty shy and reclusive. They mostly snack on termites and ants, and while they may look like armored tanks, they're more like the introverts of the animal kingdom. When threatened, they'll dive back into their burrows and curl up in a ball, though it's definitely a pretty gigantic ball, and hope you leave them alone. Number 10. Ludo, the world's biggest cat. Okay, this one might surprise you. Think of a cat. Now think of a gigantic cat, like bigger than your dog big. Meet Ludo, a Maine Coon cat who's not just big in size but also in attitude. Officially the world's largest domestic cat, Ludo measures over 4 feet in length and weighs a whopping 37 pounds. Forget cuddly lap cat. Ludo could probably sit on your couch and claim the whole thing as his own. Ludo wasn't always huge, though. He started off as a cute little kitten, but by the time he hit his growth spurt, he was the size of a small lion. Okay, that might be an exaggeration, but you get the point. His giant paws are practically the size of a human hand, which is just ridiculous. If Ludo wanted to knock things off the counter, he could do it with one swish of his tail. Forget the dog. This cat could probably chase your dog. Now let's move to number 9, the blue whale. If you were waiting for this one, you can't blame yourself. After all, it's the heavyweight champ of the ocean, the blue whale. Nothing comes close to this gargantuan creature, and it's been reigning as the largest animal ever to exist. Reaching up to 98 feet in length, a full-grown blue whale can weigh over 300,000 pounds, with its tongue alone matching the weight of an entire elephant. And don't get me started on its heart. It's the size of a Volkswagen Beetle. To put that in perspective, a human could swim through its blood vessels, which are so wide they could fit a person comfortably. Now, imagine being swallowed by one. Good luck trying to escape from this gentle giant. With such mind-boggling stats, the blue whale is truly a living legend. It's a wonder how such a massive creature can thrive in the vast ocean, relying solely on tiny krill for sustenance. But despite its immense size, it is also one of the most elusive animals to study and understand. Number 8. The giant shipworm. If you thought shipworms only dined on wood, think again. The discovery of the giant shipworm has completely flipped that idea on its head. Found at the bottom of a riverbed in the Philippines, this bizarre mollusk doesn't munch on timber. Instead, it feeds on mud and rocks, puzzling scientists with its unique diet. While regular shipworms are a known nuisance to ships, this strange cousin hasn't quite figured out how it survives. It's not just its diet that's strange. It also harbors a new type of bacteria in its stomach, making it a hot topic in the world of bacterial science. As we continue to delve into its mysteries, we may uncover groundbreaking discoveries about how these odd creatures thrive in such a hostile environment. Who knew a humble shipworm could spark so much excitement? Number 7. Queen Alexandra's birdwing. Looking for a butterfly that's both majestic and rare? Meet Queen Alexandra's birdwing, the largest butterfly in the world. Found only in the remote rainforests of Papua New Guinea, this insect has a wingspan of up to 10 inches, making it a literal giant in the butterfly world. Its name honors Queen Alexandra of England, and though it's a beauty, it's not easy to find. Poaching has pushed this species to the brink, making it one of the most protected butterflies on Earth. If you ever get the chance to see one in the wild, consider yourself lucky. These living gems are so rare that even scientists struggle to track them. A delicate blend of natural beauty and mystery. The Queen Alexandra's birdwing remains one of the most sought-after creatures in entomology. Number 6. Giant Pacific octopus. Who needs a kraken when you've got the giant Pacific octopus? This creature might not have the mythical terror of the kraken, but it certainly makes up for its size. Native to the northern Pacific, these octopuses can reach lengths of up to 30 feet and weigh 600 pounds. That's not just a big fish in the sea, it's a true marine monster. With 8 arms, 3 hearts, and 9 brains, the giant Pacific octopus is like the ocean's own mechanical marvel, capable of pulling off astonishing feats of agility and intelligence. There's still a lot we don't know about these tentacled wonders. Some scientists believe there are even bigger ones lurking in the deep, adding an extra layer of mystery to an already awe-inspiring creature. With their eerie abilities and impressive size, these creatures will definitely leave you rethinking ocean exploration. Number 5. Titan beetle. If you're looking for an insect that could rival even the largest butterflies, look no further than the Titan beetle. Hailing from the Amazon rainforest, it is perhaps the largest insect ever found, with some reaching up to 7 inches in length. But here's where it gets truly fascinating. The larvae of this colossal beetle have never been found, so the mysteries surrounding its reproduction remain unsolved. Despite its massive size, this beetle doesn't just crawl around. Its mandibles are powerful enough to snap pencils and even tear through human flesh. Yikes. Recently, Titan beetles have become a tourist attraction for adrenaline junkies, but don't get too close. Those jaws are no joke. Whether you want to snap a selfie or just marvel at its sheer power, this beetle commands respect from anyone who dares to look at it. Number 4. Giant golden-crowned flying fox. With a wingspan that can stretch up to 5 feet, the giant golden-crowned flying fox is the largest bat in the world and one of the most elusive creatures in the sky. Native to the Philippines, this bat might not be the creature of your nightmares, but it certainly stands out. With its fox-like golden fur and bat wings, it's not just a bat. It's a majestic, almost mythical creature that looks like something straight out of a fantasy novel. Though it sounds straight out of a legend, the giant golden-crowned flying fox is real, and it's a rare sight. Sadly, this bat species is still little understood by scientists, but its mystical appearance and giant proportions make it a fascinating subject for research. Consider it the true winged monarch of the bat world. Number 3. Great hornbill. Well, there are a lot of birds. We mean a lot. But if you're looking for one that packs a serious punch, the great hornbill is definitely in a league of its own. With its striking curved bill and the iconic casque perched atop its head, this bird doesn't just look the part, it is the part. Native to Southeast Asia, the great hornbill is the largest of its kind, stretching over 4 feet long and weighing up to 10 pounds. But it's not just about size. This bird's bill is no mere decoration. It's supported by powerful neck muscles and fused vertebrae, making it a true marvel of nature. Revered by indigenous cultures, especially the Dayak tribe of Borneo, the great hornbill holds deep cultural significance. It's considered a symbol of divine power and luck, and spotting one is believed to bring great fortune. With its super majestic presence and rich cultural ties, the great hornbill stands as a powerful emblem of both nature and myth. Number 2. Lion's mane jellyfish. What's bigger than your average jellyfish and has tentacles that could give you nightmares? The lion's mane jellyfish, that's what. With tentacles that can stretch an astonishing 120 feet in length, this jellyfish isn't just big, it's enormous. In fact, its tentacles are so long they could rival the size of a blue whale. Found in the cold waters of the Antarctic and northern Pacific, the lion's mane gets its name from its mane-like tentacles, which are not just long but armed with neurotoxic venom. Don't worry though, it mainly stuns small fish and crustaceans. With its bioluminescent glow, this jellyfish lights up the ocean like a bizarre underwater light show. As eerie as it may seem, the lion's mane jellyfish is one of the ocean's most spectacular and terrifying creatures. Number 1. Thresher shark. Ever seen a shark with a tail that's longer than its body? That's the thresher shark for you, a species with one of the most unique and heavy metal appendages in the ocean. With tails that can measure up to 10 feet, this shark uses its weaponized tail to stun prey by slapping it. It's the perfect example of nature's version of a scythe. While it's a fierce predator, thresher sharks are actually quite elusive and not known to attack humans. However, don't be fooled. Those long, whip-like tails are a force to be reckoned with. Measuring over 20 feet in length, these sharks use their tails as a powerful tool for hunting and defense, making them the ultimate ocean predators. Despite their impressive weaponry, they're surprisingly mysterious, as scientists have never witnessed them hunting with their tails. Yet. And there you have it. 15 unbelievably large animals that actually exist. What do you think? Which one was your favorite? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, thanks for sticking around until the end, and if you find this video interesting, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this.